Welcome once again to ANC NCTV, and this is Measuring Up Municipalities with myself, Malik, the man with the Midas touch. This is where we talk to your local municipality about the work that they have done and some challenges that they might have. And then, of course, this is our first episode. Last week we were launching this beautiful channel with the chairperson of the African National Congress, Dr. Zamani. So a great chat we have there. But now we'll be right back with our next guest. Welcome back to our first episode of Measuring Up Municipalities with myself, Malik, the man with the Midas touch. Our guest this evening is very well versed and he's got 2 diplomas in education, a BTech degree in project management, and also a postgraduate diploma in public management. He's currently studying his master's in governance and political transformation. I'm talking about none other than the mayor of Ga-Segonyane Municipality, George Masegela. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening and thank you very much for inviting me.
What a list of qualifications there. Wow, congratulations, well done.
No, thank you very much. I'm humbled by hard work, and I think one is continuing to work very hard because in the Northern Cape we're inspired and we're led by the doctor, so we are indeed led and we are trying our level best to be the best.
Now, in a nutshell, if people talk about Neo Masegela, who are they talking about?
Look, they just talk about a person that is very much disciplined, who takes instructions given, and who is trying his level best to serve the people as mandated by his own organization, and very respectful.
Was your father the same?
Indeed, my father is the same, and he served in the National Union of Mine Workers for a long time as a shop steward, so I took a lot from him.
So, Khainyago Servabatu, we are nearly one zero, you take it from your dad.
Indeed, and my dad and my mom very much humble and loving.
Well, let's welcome our guest and let's get into talking about the Ga-Segonyane Municipality in the JTG district or region. And how's the municipality doing? Is the council sitting on time? Has there been problems? We know COVID last year, level 5, a lot of municipalities in the countries had problems with some of the councillors not being available. It could be COVID, some of them were malicious and devious acts. But how is Ga-Segonyane Municipality doing? Are you guys organized?
Indeed, thank you very much, and greetings to the viewers at home. I can say that indeed we have managed through difficult times of COVID to have our council sitting as per the legislation. Every 3 months we are sitting normal councils, and we could not sit face to face, but we had to go through the virtual platforms, and we have made sure that indeed we play our oversight. Indeed, our council is very stable and we are doing what is required.
Now, talking about COVID-19, we know that there has never been a budget for COVID-19 in 2019. Here comes 2020, this pandemic is there, and municipalities and including government itself had to cut costs to avail money for this pandemic to make sure that there are sanitizers in the workplace and so forth. How is your financial status? Because some of the people, and including municipalities, some of them in the country have really struggled financially, but how is Ga-Segonyane's finances doing?
Look, I think I can explain that our finances are in a better shape precisely because we are having reliable stakeholders such as the mines, the trust that you are working with, and to a certain degree they have contributed to provide the municipality with some sanitizers and our communities with sanitizers. And COVID was confronted by a well-coordinated kind of an approach from the municipality and our mining houses and different trusts that made provision to make sure that there are necessary equipment or necessary sanitizers to make sure that our people are getting assistance.
So it didn't affect your financial status that much. Talk to us about your audits.
Look, in terms of the audit, I can say that we started in 2016, so our first year was 2016-2017 financial year. We got a qualified report. From 2017 to 2018, we got a qualified report again. Then from 2018 to 2019, we got a qualified report. And 2019 to 2020, we then moved to unqualified report. And we are moving now, hopefully, to 2020-2021 financial year to a clean audit. So I've been working very hard at that municipality and trying to bring a new set of thinking, a new set of a culture of servicing our people and our output to make sure that indeed communities are satisfied. But municipalities are the center of service delivery. I don't normally call it we are at the cold phase of service, but we are the center for service delivery, and we must make sure that we service our people at all material times.
Municipalities throughout the country are in debt, particularly Eskom, and it amounts to millions and billions of rands, including Ga-Segonyane, that was indebted to Eskom for a couple of millions, and Cde as well. Talk to us about that particular debt.
From 2016, indeed, we were owing Eskom and Cde. I think we were owing Eskom almost 64 million, and we were owing Cde close to a tune of 44 million. Not to be exact, but I think it was around those figures. But I can confidently indicate that we are sitting on a current account. We don't owe them such monies. We are proud that we managed to settle our debt with Eskom. We settled our debt with Cde because water and electricity are the basic needs for our people. So we are confident that we are in the right track, and we don't owe Eskom and Cde.
Now, earlier on you spoke to service delivery being the center of any municipality, and you are not owing Eskom. You're having an updated current account with Cde and Eskom. Talk to us about the electrifying or the electricity projects that you guys are running in Ga-Segonyane now that Eskom is sorted out and service delivery.
Great. The issue of electricity provisioning comes through Eskom and through the municipality. There are two bodies that are able to provide electricity to communities. From the state-owned company called Eskom, and from the municipality is the local sphere of government. Now, we are serving the following areas as a municipality. One is Kuruman Town. We are serving Rangeville. We are serving Bankara, and we are serving the latest now on our list is Promised Land to Lima Donzela, Mohashwa, and Obama, and the rest of all villages in Ga-Segonyane are under the service point of Eskom. And I can tell you that from the point of the municipality, we have done extremely well, where the latest projects in Kuruman, we are busy now electrifying almost 500 houses much excited. Eskom, I can report with confidence that their project has started to take shape, and the contractors are coming on site, even though there are challenges here and there, but I'm confident that Eskom is going to electrify other communities. Communities such as Kahong, Mapoteng, Ga-Segonyane, Sweding, Telang, 7 Miles, Klaus Maguping, and all these other areas under Ga-Segonyane. I'm really confident that Eskom will electrify.
Now, for you to deliver a service of electricity, there must be housing. Talk to us about the housing projects in JTG, specifically your municipality.
Indeed, our people in JTG, in particular Ga-Segonyane, remember there is this backlog on the provisioning of housing, but we want to appreciate the government of South Africa and the government of the Northern Cape through Department of Coxta, for having gave us more than 240 houses in Ranchville. In fact, it's a second phase of the project. The first project was called Mandela Park. The second project now is called, we're building 240 houses, and there's going to be a third phase of those houses. And the community there is very, very much happy, and we are thankful for provincial government to have assisted our municipality with such housing. Very beautiful houses. I can tell you when you go there, very clean streets, very clean yards and communities, even the households, residents there are really looking after those houses.
Talking about streets, I know the road between Kuruman and Watersdale used to be absolutely horrible. What is the road infrastructure like in Ga-Segonyane Municipality?
The road infrastructure, I think we're lagging behind, but that road through Department of Public Works has been improved. I think from Kuruman going to Wataros, the road is relatively in good condition. We are trying our level best as the municipality to close the potholes. Remember, there was a heavy storms, rains in the previous year, and it really took away all our roads. But we stabilized all the roads, and we are on day-to-day basis trying to patch those potholes. Of course, we are not working alone. We are in partnership with the Department of Public Works in the Northern Cape that is really assisting us to make sure that our roads are all the time in good conditions. But the R31, I think, in Kuruman is relatively drivable.
There's a project that you guys launched yesterday to try and regulate traffic. Talk to us about it.
Look, it's a sense of relief and excitement that...
Yeah, I can hear the way you were taking a breath to say, whew!
Look, for a long time, I think many years ago, we just used to have 2 robots in Kuruman. Our town is known by everybody by saying, no, only 2 robots in Kuruman. When are we going to have more robots? So under our leadership from 2016 until to date, the council, ourselves and the management, we then agreed as council that we need to have more robots and ensure that we regulate traffic. And yesterday we have switched on the 3rd robot in Kuruman, and is an excitement. Somebody who was saying, hey, are you guys so excited to have a 3rd robot in Kuruman? Yes, it's an achievement to us. If it's not an achievement to others, to us it's an achievement because it's a 3rd robot and it's a good infrastructure, and we're going to have more robots. For example, there's an outcry at Malik in Kuruman to say there is a new mall called Mogalamo. So it's a little bit dangerous there in terms of the trucks, the movement of the trucks and the cars passing there. So I think we are going to put up another traffic robot there so that we regulate proper traffic in Kuruman. And other strategic areas where we think the traffic, there is serious traffic congestion, we are going to put the robots. I think we are getting it right. Look, I think a portion of our grants is from the department through what we call WSIG project or grant. That is able to mitigate challenges of water. And I can indicate that water remains a challenge from time to time. I remember during the COVID, there was a provisioning of tankering, and really it helped us a lot. But immediately after the withdrawal of the trucks, and we started now to go down a little bit, where we could not carry on to make sure that all the tanks are getting water. But now we have secured a 16,000 water truck that is currently helping to fill the tanks, and another truck is coming, 10,000 to 16,000 liter truck is coming to help us. But I can tell you that we are intervening on the water project depending on the severity of an area where really there is no water. We then do what we call the water the standpipe extensions, or the water through the water project, the refurbishment of our boreholes to make sure that at least the source is well maintained. We get water into the reservoir, and the water gets into the taps. So we tried our level best, but we still encounter serious problem because Kurumane is growing with the speed. And I think in the Northern Cape, I can indicate without any fear of any contradiction, Kurumane is the fastest growing town in the Northern Cape. And because of the mining investments that are taking place at home. So we will always have a challenge in the provision of water because of the growth, the spontaneous growth of our town. But we are up to the challenge, we are working hard, we are putting tanks. Where we have the budget, we are putting our reservoirs, we are putting the lines, the pipes, water lines to make sure that there is proper articulation. I can just indicate, when we arrived we got into municipality in 2016, we had a problem of a reservoir that is sitting in Kurumane town, that is dolomite. That reservoir, if it breaks today, you will not have water in the whole town. Now, through the Department of Water Affairs, then they made a provision with the mining companies to help us to conclude that project. That project, I think, we're left with 2 months from now to be completed, where we are going to have a proper water service to the people of Kurumane town, and we are looking at extending this water provision into Promised Land, which is our informal settlement. Remember, in the previous speech, he prioritized informal settlement to be given a priority in terms of water, electricity, and sanitation. So I think we are on the right track on that way.
Now, tell me, it all sounds good. Ga-Segonyane is doing the work. It's a large area, a very rural area. And with the budgets that you guys are getting, it seems like you're doing a lot. But what are some of the challenges that your municipality, key challenges that your municipality is having? You spoke to the issue of informal settlements. they're coming up everywhere in the country. Is there a problem in your area?
Yes, definitely. We have a situation of illegal land grabbing, which creates a serious problem for provisioning of bulk services. Because if we have an informal settlement, for you to give them bulk services, it will cause a serious problem. But I think I want to appeal to our people in Kuruman, those who are taking land illegally. You cannot have one person who wants to own almost 15 plots and steal the land and say, no, I want to own 15 plots, and because of the growth of the town, and they built what we call residential properties for rentals for the mine workers and all that, and whoever who wants to rent. So I want to discourage that. People must stop illegal, taking of the land, because it's not right, it's not correct.
Now, there are two traditional houses in your area. What is the relationship with the Ga-Segonyane Municipality and the traditional houses?
Look, I can indicate that the success of this municipality and the social cohesion that we are building as a municipality is as a result of our sound relationship between us and the traditional leaders. We have Kositoto, who is the Saparangwe of Bakaro, Bakapi, and you have Kosi Janki, o Temkompi Joneanaki, Kosi Mulema, o Tsenemotakunzaha, Kosi Janki, and Garo Kakalesi of Kosi Janki, Mere Nali Trisano Moho, Kodi Mutata, Kawara Guakas of Kosi Saunagayan, Shanzero Boyne Bohar, Wisdom, and get a give up one by no hurry. Rebereka Sentalebone, Ibile Trisana Moho, by a bullet of Horogana Jotli, Ibile Yakarlo Perla Maspawaha Sopaya, Honoho Barakela, Matla, Abone as a hosi, or a Mapa was a hosi of a Bao Regena, Bao Abba.
Now, it's all great that we as a democratic country in South Africa, and the ANC-led government embraces traditional leaders, and I mean it happens in every province, in the Northwest, in the Northern Cape, in KwaZulu-Natal, wherever you go, where these traditional leaders, our ANC-led government embraces that, and they become part of the administrative and the leadership of the day. Now, you as Ga-Segonyane and as the mayor of Ga-Segonyane Municipality, you're serving around, give or take, about 270 villages, including the Kuruman town. What are future plans, as you've mentioned that Kuruman is the fastest growing town in the Northern Cape, soon to be called a city, by the way. What are the future plans for your municipality?
Thank you, Dr. Malik. I think the future plans of our town is that any leader would want to see the growth of his own town and benefiting out of this economic spin-off of the town, for the people of that town ready to have a better future and the generations to come. So the infrastructure development of our town is very, very key. We are sitting with a very old infrastructure, hence earlier on I briefed you about the state of our roads are not necessarily in good shape, but we are working hard to make sure that we close those potholes. So the infrastructure in terms of the future plans, one would then say, the last council I think we were discussing this issue to say, we need to have the expansion and the growth of our town on your R31 towards Bakaros and your N14 towards Gatu and your N14 towards Vryburg, between Kuruman and Rensburg. So Kuruman is going to grow into those angles. And remember, in Kuruman now we do have a TVET college in Kuruman, town is expanded and there's a proper growth of the town and you modernize the town itself. And the other point that I want to raise is how we want to industrialize our town. Because through what we call the metal cluster of Kuruman, it's a concept that we have started since 2016, where we want the product that are used by big companies in the mining industry, they are manufactured in our town. Hence, we have availed a very big land for the Kuruman metal cluster. For example, like yourself, Mr. Malik, if you are an investor, you want to build a factory to produce the batteries that can be able to be used in the big trucks there in the mining companies, or the batteries that can be used by communities and so on. Then there is a portion of land within our metal cluster we can put up your factory and build a factory and create jobs at the same time. So we are going to make serious presentation to provincial government around this thing of how best can we industrialize our town because of the growth within the mining industry. The other point that I want to raise is our airport, that we are in the process of making sure that Kuruman Airport becomes a regional airport, because it's a center. Remember, people coming, investors coming to Kuruman, into the mining industry there, they need some kind of a mode of transport, and the airport should be upgraded to that level. So very soon that movement is coming. The other one is our intention to convert the current game that is not so productive and profitable into proper residential housing for our people. And the other point is the conversion of our current golf estate into a proper, well-established golf estate where you can have proper, decent housing that we can build, so that whoever that is in the country or the Northern Cape would want to buy a house in Kuruman can buy a house in Kuruman. So the other point is the bypass from your N14 behind our industrial park in Kuruman to back into the N14 because of the trucks that are there. So you need to move the trucks a little bit out of the town because they are really destroying our inner city. So the future plans of Kuruman really is about creating more, at least more 2 malls, so that you can expand the town, making sure that the metal cluster gets off the ground, making sure that the airport, as a regional airport, gets off the ground, and we create an economic spin-off for the town. And the other point is the solar park that the municipality wants to venture